What's good, everybody? It's Chosen One. I'm back at it, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who's supported the RFG movement. Went ahead and got some RFG t-shirts. Just know it's well appreciated, and your name has been written down on a list, and you will be receiving something in the mail in July of 2016 stating that you own a piece of the 90 acres in South America. So I'm gonna get into this topic today, and this is probably the deepest subject that I'll ever get into as far as spirituality. So stay tuned and listen very carefully. A lot of people ask the question, why? Why does the government go to such deep lengths, to such, why do they put in so much hard work to destroy people's lives and to lower our consciousness? Okay? And like I've been saying in my past videos, we're actually dealing with witches and sorcerers, okay? That operate off of the stars. They use astrology and they use witchcraft to suck our energy dry and to lower our conscious state and to get us to buy into their lies and their bullshit and their madness. So they use sorcery, they use witchcraft, they use the radioactive F waves that come out of the HD TVs, you understand, to suck us in and to lower our consciousness. So basically, they're going through all of this madness. They're going through all of this hard work to destroy us mentally, spiritually, and physically, because these witches and sorcerers knew that there was going to be a certain kind of people, a certain kind of souls brought back on this planet from a certain time period, and they knew that these certain souls had the power and the determination and the focus and the willpower to overthrow them. Okay, and these particular souls that I'm talking about were born from 1982 to 1995. I'm gonna repeat that: 1982 to 1995. Okay, why is that? Who are those people? Those the people born from 1982 to 1995. You have to understand, we are the Phoenix children. We are the Starseed children. We are the quote unquote Pluto and Scorpio children. The planet Pluto was aligned with the Scorpio star constellation from 1982 to 1995. What did this do? This shot radioactive particles and light code energy on this planet from the Pluto planet and from the Scorpio star constellation. Okay, and it gave our young souls that energy to see through the shadows, to explore, fearless energy. You understand what I'm saying? Psychic energy, divine love energy. That's us, 1982 to 1995. This is why Ronald Reagan put crack on the streets, early 80s. This is why the gangster lifestyle was glamorized and glorified and celebrated, okay? Because they were attacking us. They were trying to come after us, our consciousness, our mind, body, and spirit. This is why they put fluoride in the tap water to calcify our pineal gland. You understand what I'm saying? This is why Monsanto's is doing what it's doing to the food. This is why there's chemtrails in the air manipulating and mutating our genetics. This is why same-sex marriage is being pushed at the extent it is, because they're attacking us, people. They're attacking. If you are 20 years old to 33, you are part of the God's chosen generation. I'm going to repeat that. If you were born from 1982 to 1995 and you are 20 to 33, you are part of God's chosen generation, the Pluto and Scorpio generation, the Phoenix generation, the Indigo children, the star seeds. It is us. It is us. Okay? I'm telling you right now, they did all of this. The 2%, the Zionist Jews in power did all of this to attack us, to lower our consciousness, because we are the ones, 1982 to 1995, we are the ones who are going to overthrow this government and are going to take back the wisdom, the ancient wisdom, and practice life the way it's supposed to be practiced, the ancient way. And we're gonna take their technology that they have at the secret military bases, and instead of using it to enslave mankind like the Zionist Jews are doing, we're gonna take that technology and use it for the embetterment of mankind. You understand what I'm saying? Because these cars are supposed to be running off of water, hydro-powered, electricity, electro-powered cars. We're supposed to be using helium-3 and water to power spaceships. Okay, we have that technology right now. We're not supposed to be paying taxes. Okay, we're not supposed to be, the 2% of the population of the planet are not supposed to have 65% of the resources. Okay, it's not supposed to be a game of Monopoly from the beginning. So we gotta understand that we've been played. Okay, and you gotta understand who you are and why your soul was put back here from 1982 to 1995. Because everything we've gone through, everything we've experienced, whether it be domestic violence, whether it be growing up in a single parent home, whether it be having to deal with gang violence, losses of loved ones, drug addiction, gambling, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, that our generation has to deal with, just know that made our souls stronger. You understand? What makes you, you know what I mean, what can kill you always makes you stronger. Okay? Diamonds, when you look at diamonds, where do diamonds come from? They come from the volcanoes, okay? They come from volcanoes. They come from seismic activity, earthquakes, giant geysers, you know, volcanic rock, grinding together through the Earth's tectonic plates to create the carbon diamond. You see what I'm saying? Diamonds come from the rough. That's what our souls are. The Indigo children, the children born from 1982 to 1995. We are literally diamonds in the rough, and we are fearless. We are God's chosen generation that was put back on this planet to overthrow the 2%. Okay, don't listen to the older generation and, you know, saying, don't do this, don't do that, be fearful of the government, be fearful. But see, they're unenlightened, because fear is a path to unrighteousness. Okay, because fear basically is an emotion stating that you don't trust in the Most High. You don't trust in the ancestors. You don't trust what God has mapped out for your life and for your destiny. Because we all have a separate destiny, people. That's what a natal chart is all about. It's God's destiny. We can choose Satan's path for our destiny, or we can choose God's path. It's our choice. But we all have a different destiny. So, like I was saying, they know we were put here to overthrow them, people. This is why they're trying to dumb us down with the media, with Hollywood. The Pentagon is working with Hollywood, people, to dumb you guys down and to get you guys focused on empire and fucking all these stupid ass reality TV shows and sports. because they want us operating with the lower 6 chakras. They don't want us to tap into the higher 7 because we as a generation have the most powerful higher 7 chakras. We are the indigo star seed children, Pluto and Scorpio children, born from 1982 to 1995. And in about 4 days to this blood moon, if we're eating right, if we're living right, if we're thinking about the right things, you understand? If we're detached from the bullshit and detached from the people who aren't on our level, okay, our consciousness will rise. Okay, the light codes will come to us and our DNA will mutate and evolve where it's supposed to be. And our consciousness will move over to 5th density. I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, every single time in history, revolution is needed. Okay? The earth does not want parasites sucking the life out of her. That's what these Zionist Jews are doing. We are all a piece of the Creator. You can think of yourself and the animals as God's DNA strands. You can think of the planets as God's cells. You can think of the stars as God's white blood cells. You can think of the solar systems as God's veins and arteries. You can think of the galaxies as God's organs. You can think of the black holes and the wormholes as God's pores. All the galaxies coming together as one whole organism. The universe is one whole organism. And actually, it should be called the outerverse because inside of us is nothing but a innerverse, because we have all of that inside of us. That's called as above, so below. Okay, what goes on in the cosmos affects what goes on this planet. So like I was saying, if something is going on inside of your body, you got some fucking parasites inside of your body, what's gonna happen? The white blood cells are gonna start to attack it, because the mitochondrial DNA inside of the white blood cells told the white blood cells to attack this foreign entity and to do away with the parasite. So you know what's getting ready to happen on this blood moon. The light codes are gonna come from the stars in the heavens through the moon onto this planet's surface. And we are going to be getting the light codes that are going to be telling our souls and telling our consciousness to overthrow the government. But see, you have to understand, this is natural. For people born from 1982 to 1995, this is natural because we're already the children of revolution. Okay? Every 250 years is another Pluto and Scorpio generation put back here to set things right and to overthrow the government and to gain the wisdom back and to push the parasite underground where he belongs. You see what I'm saying? Because like I said, we need that technology. We need to strip them of that technology. These people in power need to be arrested and put in prisons and locked away forever for treason and for mass murder, for treason and mass murder. Okay? And we need to take that technology, because think about it. If we all had free college, free higher learning, if there was no IRS, if there was no Federal Reserve, if there was no mass incarceration system that only gave a fuck about getting money off of every prisoner's head, okay, and police officers actually did their job the way they were supposed to, you see what I'm saying? And we had schools that actually taught the real knowledge of the planet, and there were no chemtrails being spread. There were no traces of fluoride in the tap water. There was no Monsanto's company feeding us poison. There were no fast food chains serving us human meat. We would be on a totally different spiritual level, a totally different cosmological level, than the other generations on this planet, and our spirits would be evolving the way they're supposed to be evolving. Okay, so like I said, this blood moon coming up is going to be really deep. I told you what shit was not going to go down on the 23rd. I told you people. Everybody talking about CERN, the 23rd. Nothing happened. Nothing happened, and I told you. It's going to be the day after the blood moon, because the day after the blood moon is September 29th, which is 729, which is really 711, which is still 18666. And 729, September 29th, is going to be on a Tuesday. Tuesday is Martes, Mars, the god of war. So something significant will be happening the day after the blood moon. And I'll put it to you like this. October 10th, which is really 81018 again, 666 again. The Million Man Farrakhan March, you might as well call that the Million Man Riot. It's going to turn into the Million Man Riot, and it's going to spark national martial law. That's what these people are aiming for, people. So, like I said, if you got any weapons, any ammunition, food, water, seeds, soil, walkie-talkies, flashlights, socks, underwear, start saving up on these things, man. Because it's really all a distraction, to be honest with you. Because while all this race bullshit is going on, the U.S. dollar is losing value, and the United States dollar is getting ready to collapse. I believe summer to winter of 2016. That's when the economic collapse is going to take place. Okay, so just know that you have God's we are God's children. Like I said, 1982 to 1995, we are God's chosen generation. And on this blood moon, a certain part of our consciousness is going to be activated to want to overthrow the government. Okay? So whether you detach or whether you overthrow the government, just know all these moves are mapped out. It's all divine. It's all planned out anyway. Okay? And just know, when you go into situations like that with martial law, the smart way to do it is either one of the two. You never want to half-ass anything. It's either you get together as a united armed front and you confront the people at Area 51. You can confront the people at Dulce, New Mexico base, all these other underground bases, or you just detach. It's either one of the two. It's no in between, people, because if you pussyfoot and you tiptoe and tap dance around the subject, when martial law hits, it's not going to be good for you. It's not going to be good for you. You need to be part of one of two groups. If you're going to rebel, do the shit smartly. Do the shit smartly and go to the real motherfuckers who are controlling the puppets. Go to the puppet masters and like I said, hijack the fucking underground military bases like Area 51, Dulce, New Mexico base. There's an underground base in San Diego, another one in Ohio. There's a whole bunch of them in Texas. Like I said, get to work, because it's us. It's us, people. 1982 to 1995. This is why we've been given so much bullshit throughout our lives, people. They gave us all this technology to dumb us down. All this bullshit on the TV to dumb us down. All these drugs. All these fucking fake ass foods to dumb us down. All these fucking stupid public figures. Stupid false idols to dumb us down. Like I said, the black people in America, are the chosen people from the Sirius gods, the Atlantean children. That's another thing you got to understand. Yeah, we're all melanated across the world, but not everybody can say, I'm a god, I'm a god, I'm a god, because in those civilizations like Atlantis and Lemuria and Egypt, not everybody could have been a fucking pharaoh or a king or a queen, people. There had to have been workers, right? There had to have been carpenters and architects and teachers and philosophers and, you know, just other people who helped the society run how it was supposed to run. Not everybody could have been a king or a queen, people. It's time to accept reality. So the reason that the black people in America catch the most hell is because we were the kings and queens over there in Atlantis, over there in Lemuria, over there in Egypt. Okay? It is the melanated people in America that have the strongest electromagnetic aura on the planet. And it is the children born from 1982 to 1995 that have the strongest spiritual, cosmic, divine, psychic energy. And it is in us. And if you notice how a lot of us look, even in the physical, like, you know, our physical presence, a lot of us don't age. A lot of us don't even age. I'm telling you right now, look at a lot of people born from 1982 to 1995. And a lot of them are fucking 30, 40 years old. Look like they're in their early 20s, or fucking teenagers, man. Because I'm telling you, we are ageless, people. We were put here on this planet for this. Okay? Everything is happening for a reason. Okay, so just know, if you're not going to detach and to leak and to come out of her, just think of it as looking at it as, you know, looking at a shark, you know, a carnivorous shark or a bear. You're not gonna pussyfoot or dance around with it. You're gonna attack its throat. You're gonna go for the throat and take the jugular vein out, or you're just gonna get as far away as you can. And we're gonna be facing the same fucking situation, you know, going past this blood moon. So I'm telling you guys, riding out in the streets, that ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. If you're gonna go out, at least go out like a real fucking man and take that shit to Area 51, take that shit to the White House, take that shit to Fort Sumter base, take that shit to all these underground military bases in Ohio and in Texas. It's all or nothing, do or die. We are the Indigo, Starseed, Pluto, and Scorpio children born from 1982 to 1995. Okay? Anybody that is currently 20 to 33 years old, we are the ones who have to take humanity and put the problems of humanity on our back, okay? And move us into fifth dimensional consciousness, and to take the new age of technology that's being used to enslave humans, and to take that technology and use it to set us free. It's the Chosen One, man. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Support the movement. Support the movement, okay? You guys want to spend money on Louis Vuitton? Louis Vuitton is an old, racist, homosexual bastard. Okay, Tommy Hilfiger is an old Jewish, Zionist, satanic, racist bastard. All these other people you want to support, Ralph Lauren and Polo and Dolce, they don't give a damn about us, people. It's time to wake up, and it's time to support something that's greater than yourself, because we're all RFG. I'm not RFG. We're all RFG. You see what I'm saying? We're all rebels for God. You see what I'm saying? So this is all inside of us. This is us. This represents us. Okay? So like I said, man, like, subscribe, leave a comment, join the movement, man. It's the chosen one, man. I'm out.